Hello and welcome. My name's Sarah Parker, and today in this first video I want to share a little bit about how a very simple understanding about how we work as humans can be life-changing for all of us. So I've spent years working as a therapist and believing that we have to do all sorts of tricks and turns to try and make life feel easier, and sometimes they help and sometimes they don't. But what I see now from sharing a new understanding, from sharing a new paradigm in mental health, which is helping so many people, is that living a life of joy and peace of mind is so much easier than we ever thought. And I guess for me, it's our birthright. It's how we come into this world. It's within us. And that's key to this understanding. It's knowing that our experiences are always generated from within. Not by our external circumstances, even though it really looks like that sometimes, and I can understand that. So when we see that actually the world that we live in is seen by us through our thinking. So just like the lenses on my glasses, I look through those and the world looks a bit clearer. When we have some tricky, foggy thinking, if you like, the world will look foggy. When we have more clarity of thought, the world will look clearer. When we're experiencing joyful thoughts, our world will look joyful. When we're experiencing sadder thoughts, the same. You kind of get the meaning. So what I want to share is how even when our external circumstances look really tricky, really sad, really frightening, there's a place within us that we can go to, a place that I like to call home, where we can sit in that place of peace of mind, of clarity, of joy. We don't always sit there, and I wouldn't expect anybody to say I constantly feel that peace of mind, because we're human beings. We're human beings experiencing life as a human being, and so we experience life through lots of thoughts, thousands and thousands of thoughts a day. And those thoughts will come and they'll go and they'll change, and some of them will be more positive thoughts, happier thoughts, some of them will be fearful thoughts. And we experience those thoughts. But if we allow the true nature of our minds to keep flowing, then we don't have to do so much to move to a new experience. So as a happy thought flows and moves to a more fearful thought or an anxious thought, we'll experience that. But if we don't get too caught up with that thought, then that thought will also move along, and we'll move to a different space, to a different experience. And just knowing for me that our thinking will change, therefore our experience will change, makes life so much easier. We don't have to work hard on changing our thinking or making our thinking happy, because our thinking is just thinking. It's just like energy that flows through us. And as happy energy flows into us, we experience it, and it flows out. Sometimes anxious energy flows into us, we experience it, and it flows out. That's the nature of being human. But when we're not experiencing our busy minds, there's a place beyond our thinking, a deeper place, where that's the place I talk about being home, where there is a place of, I guess, you can call it all sorts, wisdom, intuition, that gut feeling, that knowing that we're okay, that we are deeply okay, even when our minds are stuck in some busy, anxious thinking. And that's a place that is always available to us. We may not always see it, but it's always there. You know, when we're born into this world, we kind of have a knowing. We don't have busy thinking because we don't have the ability to do that as babies, but we know somehow how to get our needs met. We don't worry about getting our needs met, we just do it. We cry if we're hungry. We cry if we're tired. We cry if we hurt. And then when we don't hurt anymore, when we're not tired anymore, when we've had a good feed, we stop crying and we smile again. And as we go through life, we develop thinking. We develop really skilled thinking, which enables us to learn at school, at university. We're able to do jobs, and that's all brilliant. And sometimes that thinking gets in the way of us experiencing just what we need in any given moment. We have thinking about whether we should ask for things, whether we are okay or not, whether we have a right to do stuff. I work and love working with people who have a difficult relationship with food and their bodies. I work with people with eating disorders, with disordered eating. And in that work, I see people every day trying to make their appearance change so that their experience changes, trying to somehow feel better about themselves by looking better. But what if we can feel okay about ourselves right now? What if we know that it doesn't matter how we look, it doesn't matter how we show up in this world. What really matters is how we think about ourselves. And if we can think about ourselves with love, with acceptance, with care, then we don't need to seek anything in the outside world. Of course, we're humans and we will. We can enjoy all the fruits of life. And we can feel sad about the stuff that happens in life that looks really sad to us. The losses, the changes, the stuff that looks sad around us will still look sad. And it isn't who we are. Who we are is peace of mind, clarity. And we experience that when we go to that home base. And when we're away from that, we'll experience all that life and humanity has to offer. And that might feel hard, but it's kind of the nature of being human. So what I want to say in this first message is, be human and know that you're human and know that you'll feel your thinking, but you're not your thinking. You're not how you show up. You're not what's happening around you. You are that home base, that place that dwells within you that knows that you're okay. And if you do anything today, just get curious about that. Get curious about where that sits in you when you experience that, because I bet there will be days, times in every day in fact, where you experience that. But sometimes when we're not looking out for it, we don't notice it. Look out today, look out this week for those moments of clarity, those moments of okayness. And know that you are absolutely capable of those. Even if they're fleeting, even if they look like they're not for you, they'll be there. Just check in with them. Just be in the here and now and see what you feel. I'll be back again soon with some more videos, with some more chats. And I hope today you see those moments of clarity, those moments of peace of mind, and you know deeply that within you they sit, they reside, just waiting to be noticed again. Take care for now, and I look forward to speaking again soon. Bye bye.